Something that's really amazing about this age is that fine motor skills are developing at a really fast pace. So what you could do to encourage your baby is to be mindful of what they're supposed to be learning at this time. So a baby at this age is going to be using their fine pincer grasp. They're going to get better and better at it. At first it won't be perfect, and then you'll see the way it's developing into a more precise pincer grasp. Something really classic to use for that is cereal. So the easiest way to work on that is to put cereal on a tray where it's a flat open surface. Your baby could work on pincer grasp to pick up the cereal and put it in their mouth. A step higher and more challenging is to put cereal into different containers. When you put cereal into a container and your baby has to get it from a container, they're no longer using their vision to help them control their hand. They actually only could rely on proprioceptive input and feedback from their muscles to their brain in order to know where their hand is in space, feel for the cereal, and go get it and put it in their mouth. Another thing you could work on is hand massages. So hand massages increase the hand-brain connection to the baby's for the baby's hand. And when you massage your baby's hand, have them look at their fingers, label their fingers, say this is your thumb, index, middle, ring finger, pinky finger, this is your palm, massage their palm. And then the next step from that is show them different things your hands could do, see if they could copy you. So show them, say, pick up one finger, say this is one finger, this is two fingers, give them time, see if they could do it, repeat it, say palm up, palm down, close, open. You could do songs like open, shut them, and have the baby copy you. By copying you or by even just observing you, they are building the connection from their minds to their hand. That's laying the foundation for them to have more control of the movements of their hand, and therefore with time, when it comes to manipulating things, they're going to be pros. Another fine motor activity is opening and closing different containers. So give them things to play with that they can manipulate. So give them switches that are safe, give them toys that they could, gift wrap something, wrap a toy into crinkly paper, see if they could open the paper to find the toy inside. And if you have an old tissue box, fill it up with plastic bags or scarves, have the baby pull them out, have the baby try to explore as many things as possible with their hands. The more the better. Sometimes toys are light and plastic feeling, so create toys with found objects. Use spoons on pots to bang, use keys, like real keys that you don't need, or nuts and bolts that they could play with as long as you supervise them. We put it on a rope so that they can't swallow it, and have them explore things with different weights, different textures. Sensory processing. So a really cute activity for sensory processing is collecting items from outside, like leaves, branches, twigs, pine cones, stones, and laying them out on the floor, talking to them, talking to your baby about each one of them, labeling each item and describing the textures, the different colors, how they feel, the lengths, the properties of each item, comparing them, contrasting them. You could put them into a basket. Through playing and exploring and interacting with these different outdoor items, your baby will get a sense of different textures, how everything feels differently, how some things are soft and fragile, how some things are hard and you can't break them. They make a loud sound when they fall. So the more you talk about the properties of objects, the more your baby becomes mindful of the different properties and the different sensory components that are involved in interacting with each of these items. Another sensory play activity is bath time games. So something you could do is a bubble bath, have the baby explore the foam in the bath. You could put the foam on their head and say, oh, there's foam on your head. You could show them with a mirror, see if they could feel it on their head. You could put some on their belly, see on their chest, see if they could feel that, see if they could reach it and get it off of them. So the more awareness of body parts and textures and feelings that you talk about with them, the more they're going to be able to tolerate different sensory items and appreciate them. So in the bath, you could also have some kitchen items like ladles and slotted spoons. See if they could catch rubber ducks or floating balls in the bath. They're gonna have so much fun. And when you do give them a bath, use a sponge and talk to them about each of the body parts that you're massaging with the sponge. So let's say you're working on their back, say, oh, I'm massaging your back, I'm cleaning your back, you're gonna be so clean. Now I'm cleaning your right arm. You could make a song out of it, you could make a game out of it, you could see if they could see the soap on that body part. So try to be interactive. The more interactive you are, the more mindful and aware your baby is. And then another thing that people don't realize for sensory is sensory processing in the mouth. So it's really important to vary food textures as much as you can. I know different children have different food preferences. Just try to introduce them to as many variations as you safely can. So something crunchy, something soft, something that is little and they have to pick it up, or something that they have to hold and bite into to get. So the more variation with foods you introduce your baby to, the more control they're going to develop in their mouth and the more tolerance they're going to have in their mouth for different food properties. So just try to stay away from like always giving your baby a pouch for a snack or always giving something super soft for a snack. Try to give as much variation as possible.